Hi there, my name's Alana, and here at Classy on the Run, we love talking about high-end and luxury makeup and handbags. And today is a special day for two reasons. One, it's a special day because you are here watching my video, but okay, I'm kidding. It is a special day for two reasons. One, because I am finally doing a full face of Dior makeup. This is a video I've talked a lot about in my comment section. This is a video that I've been DMing you guys about, so I'm so excited to be doing this mostly full face of Dior. We'll get into that mostly in a minute, but it's also a special day because we are kicking off Vlogmas. So here at Classy on the Run, I'm gonna be posting a new video on YouTube every single day until Christmas. Now, I do sort of a blend of Vlogmas and a Vidmas. I don't really like the term Vidmas, but I guess I'm doing more of a Vidmas. It's gonna be a video every single day between now and Christmas. About once a week, I'm gonna try to include some vlog content because I think it's a fun way for us to get to know each other a little bit better. But most days I'm gonna be doing a sit down video, just like I do most of my other videos on my channel. Just really upping the intensity for myself because why not film and edit a video every single day and post it and do all the SEO and the editing and my full-time job and get ready for Christmas. Why not do that all at once? Anyways, without any further ado, let's get into it. So in this video, we're gonna be creating this beautiful face of makeup that I've done. I feel beautiful, I feel glowy, I feel radiant, I feel ready to take on my day in corporate Canada. I think this is a really, really great look. I think this is a great brand if you are looking for an everyday, work appropriate, my look but better, everyday elevated, you know, all that kind of stuff. I could totally see myself transitioning this look from day to evening, maybe popping on a red lipstick. Honestly, I think my skin looks great and I think my eyes look great, and I think that is 99% of the battle. So let's start doing my makeup. Okay, so I started off my look using the three products not from Dior that I'm mainly using in this look, and that is the Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Primer. Beautiful primer, works well under so many different foundations. I featured this in a Shop My Stash a number of months ago, and I have like the tiniest amount left. My goal is to finish it up by the new year. Then I went in with my Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer from Laura Mercier, an absolute favorite of mine, and my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. That's on my lids, and the concealer, I did a little spot here and a little bit under my eyes. So let's dive in to the Dior. So we're gonna be starting off with the Dior Forever Skin Glow Foundation. I have it in the shade, why is the shade not obvious on the, oh, the shade's on the back. I was looking on the bottom. I have it in the shade 0N, which I found has been a great match for me. So it says to shake well. And I put usually 2 pumps on the back of my hand. Sometimes I need a third, but usually 2 works for me. Then I like to take my finger and I just like to dot it a little bit all over my face, on my cheeks, on my forehead. Now this is, I'm not gonna say it's a new foundation, but it's newer for me. It's newer for me, both new in my collection, but actually my love affair with Dior makeup. One second. Okay, we're gonna be using my Real Techniques sculpting brush, and I love using this brush for foundation. In a foundation brush, what I really like is something synthetic and dense and big, and this kind of ticks off all those boxes. So my love affair with Dior makeup really started when I was in high school. Now when I was in high school, and I still find this to an extent, but it's not as bad as it was. I mean, obviously I'm very fair, and when I was in high school, which was a while ago, drugstore makeup didn't really do a very good job at fair skin makeup. It was okay at medium tone, obviously not great for deeper complexions, but it was not great for fair complexions because it just all oxidized so much. So one of the first high-end makeup products I actually started using was high-end foundation. And it was actually Dior Nude Skin Foundation. I believe I was the shade 010. And anyways, that was like the only foundation I wore through all of high school. Once I was in university, I did start to expand my palette a bit, and then I sort of strayed away from Dior. But in a lot of ways, kind of feels like a homecoming. So I was really sad when a couple of months ago when I first decided I wanted to do a full face of Dior makeup, I was really sad because I wanted to revisit that foundation and try it again, and it's gone. So I don't know when it was gone. It's probably been a while. But anyways, I just want to share that's kind of where I started with Dior makeup. And I used basically Dior, a Dior primer, a Dior foundation. I eventually picked up all the Dior foundations I had at the time, and Dior mascara. And I reached for other brands for other complexion and color products, but Dior was my foundation, my first true foundation love. Okay, so this foundation is beautiful. I love a glowy foundation. Now, again, there was times in my life where I was more to the matte foundation, but lately I'm loving a medium coverage sort of glowy foundation, and this definitely gives me that. This is a fantastic color match for my skin. I definitely find that neutral shades tend to look the best on me. It doesn't completely wash me out. Still gives me that touch of warmth, but it's not like orange, you know? And I found that this brush has done a really, get back in focus. I found that this brush has done a great job at sort of buffing it into my skin and just making it look, I mean, it doesn't look natural, but giving it that sort of natural glow with that sort of glam finish. I have tried this foundation with a beauty blender and it's okay, but I really do find that this brush is my favorite way to apply it. Before I do my eyeshadow, I'm just gonna do my brows really quick. For my brows, I also did not pick up anything from Dior. So for my brows, again, I didn't have Dior products, but I used my Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 2.5 as my pencil. And then as sort of a fill it in, gel set it, I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows in the shade Taupe. Okay, so let's get into the eyeshadow. I'm so excited about this. This is the Nude Dress palette, and I think this palette is just so beautiful. You know what, in the pan, I get it doesn't look like that much, but on my eyes, tried it for the first time a week or so ago, and it was so pretty. Like it really, I think, opened up my eyes. It was beautiful. I've actually been wearing it in a few of my most recent YouTube videos. So I'm gonna start off with this beautiful pearly white, and I'm just gonna pop that right under my brows, just to kind of help open that up. If anybody here, oh, before I get into that, we're just gonna put a little bit on our inner corner. If anybody here grew up watching What Not to Wear like me, you would definitely be thinking of Carmody and her Carmodizing. That's what I always think about when I put a little bit of a glow under my brow. A little bit in the inner corner. Again, we just wanna make this just a beautiful, wide open look. Now for our base, we're gonna be going in with this peachy nude, and we're gonna put this everywhere on our lid and brow bone, basically that we did not put that beautiful shimmer. Now going in with my Refer 15 brush, we're gonna go in with this sort of taupey shade here for our transition. We're gonna also put it on the outer, sort of on the outer V just a little bit. So using the same brush, because you guys know I'm a fan of minimizing the number of brushes we're using, we're gonna go in with this slightly more matte brown shade here, and we are going to put that just in our sort of outer third, just to build up that depth and that intensity a little bit. We're gonna do kind of tiny little circles. So now we're gonna go in with probably my favorite shadow in the palette, and that is this beautiful champagne-y shimmer here. We're just gonna put that all over the lid. I'm using my Refer number 2 brush. I just love this pink shimmer. This is exactly an Alana shade. Now I'm gonna go in with my Refer number 1 brush, and I'm just going to blend in these edges. Just gonna pop on a little bit of eyeliner, and then we're gonna get to the mascara. For my eyeliner, I tightlined with Marc Jacobs Blacker, and then for my winged liner, I used my ever trustworthy, my Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen. So one product that we all know and love Dior for is their mascara. Now I have the Diorshow Iconic Overcurl along with their mascara base, and look at the holiday packaging it comes in this year. Is that not the prettiest thing you've ever seen? Like, how beautiful would this be as a stocking stuffer? Okay, also behind me I have a perfume in this packaging, and I'm keeping these boxes forever. Yeah, anyways, I was actually going to use a different mascara. I was going to purchase a different mascara for this video, But then I saw the box this one came in and I was like, sign me up. So we are gonna start off with the Diorshow Maximizer 3D. This is one of the products I think that they are most known for, and this is of course their mascara primer. So again, this was a product I used religiously in high school. What high school student needs Dior mascara primer? None. But did I do it? Yes, I did. So anyways, it comes with a deluxe mini and it has a sort of plastic bristly brush. I'll show that to you really quick. And we're just gonna paint this all over our lashes to sort of build up that base. I would say this is one of the Dior products that I think is most popular, that they're most known for, and that truly no other brand really competes with them in terms of having just like an iconic luxury lash base. I'm gonna coat our bottom lashes too. Now you can use this under any mascara that you want, but obviously I always think that products from the same brand are always usually designed to go together. So of course it's gonna look great under this mascara. So while we give that primer a minute to just kind of settle down before we go in with the mascara, I did want to quickly set my under eye with my Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. I have it in the shade Zero Neutral. If you watch my channel, you probably watch Samantha March, and she just raves and raves about this powder. She just raves and raves about it. So I'm just gonna set my under eye powder. We are gonna come back to this because I have some things I wanted to share, but I just wanted to get under here set before we continued. Okay, so this is the wand on the Diorshow iconic Overcurl. And as you can see, it's a really big wand and it has a slight curve to it. Got a little itch on my nose there. And it has like a nice soft bristly brush, which is my preferred brush. I'm not really a big fan of the plastic ones. Okay, so let's just, sometimes with the new mascara, it takes a minute for it to kind of be good to go. So what I'm sort of doing is I'm dipping it in the tube, getting as close as I can to the lash, and then I'm just sort of lifting the entire lash up as I drag the mascara over it. Wow, that is quite the bold lash look. I'm loving this. Forgotten how much I love Dior mascaras. I mean, I haven't used a Dior mascara in a long time, but I've forgotten just how fantastic they are. You know, what's funny with Dior mascara is when I was using these in high school, I knew they were expensive. They were noticeably more expensive than the other mascaras, you know, at Sephora, the other high-end mascaras, right? Like, I feel like these were maybe like $32, $35 at the time. I'm from Canada, so prices are in Canadian. And I want to say like the other high-end mascaras were more like $25, and drugstore mascaras were definitely under $10. But this mascara now is what, like $37? And I'd say that's kind of the standard mascara price at Sephora. So in a way, almost other brands have kind of brought their mascara price up to Dior, but Dior sort of stayed about the same. And now Dior mascara prices are kind of just standard Sephora prices. So on one hand, that's kind of terrifying for what it says about the prices for everything else. But on the other hand, if you're gonna buy like a deluxe, that's so small. If you're gonna buy a designer mascara, I mean, at this point, why not buy the Dior? Okay, this is incredible. So if you are new to my channel, one thing to keep in mind is that I don't really wear a lot of false lashes. I wear them sometimes, but I just think that it's not really an everyday look for me, and it's probably not an everyday look for most people. But guys, this mascara, it's like actually game-changing. Like, this mascara plus that base coat, I'm done. We're good. I actually can't stop looking at this in the mirror. Okay, focus, we need to finish the look. So in terms of our blush, I have the shade Charnelle, which is $4.59, and it's just a really pretty sort of muted, kind of nudie neutral rose. So I'm gonna go in with my rougher 18 brush, and I'm just gonna kind of tap it like this, and then I'm just gonna put it on the apples of my cheeks and sort of lift up. I'm gonna start with that little kind of sculpting blush action, just kind of blend it in on the sides there. Repeat over here with a smile. Okay, so let's go with our bronzer, and then we might top up the blush a little bit. But guys, this bronzer I bought for the packaging. This is the Dior Forever Natural Bronze, and it comes in just such a beautiful packaging that is so, with the quilted, sort of the lambskin feel, is so reminiscent of the Lady Dior quilting. I have a Lady Dior. I'm gonna leave a link for my review, kind of my unboxing of that bag down below, but it is so pretty. Okay, so this is just a nice, just like a nice normal bronzer. So let's go in with our rougher 22. This is my big bronzer brush. This is the brush I use when I just want to get a little bit of all over warmth, a little bit of all over glow. Now we're gonna go back in with our powder no powder to kind of set everywhere else. And one thing I just want to address, so if you look at this powder, I hope it shows up on camera, but I've had this powder for like less than a month. I picked this up in the Sephora sale. There we go. And look at that hard pan that is all over it. I have the hardest time with this product. I can't decide if I love it or if I hate it. I do think I prefer my Charlotte Tilbury powder, to be honest. But obviously I picked this up because Samantha March is just obsessed with it. And here's my dilemma. So I rub my brush over it, and there's no kickback, there's no powder flying around, which is great. And powder does end up on my brush. And, you know, I kind of tap it in, I rub it around, do the brush thing, and it's obviously doing something because my skin has this sort of airbrush effect when I'm done. But it looks good. I wouldn't say it looks remarkable, and I'm not obsessed with it the way I thought it would be, but I just can't get over the hard pan situation. Like, I'm gonna hold it up one more time. And what's interesting is I actually had a commenter ask me about if I was getting hard pan and if I was having trouble sort of building it up on my brush. And I am, and I get it. Like with powder no powder, to me, it's supposed to be almost invisible, right? But it just is supposed to give you that little, I don't know, filtering effect that it does. But anyways, I don't hate it. I'm still warming up to it. I still need to get to know the product. I don't know. At this point, I'm still more comfortable with my Charlotte Tilbury one. Like, I don't think it looks bad. Like, I think my skin looks great. I think we've still got the glow coming through with the foundation. So you know what? I'm still thinking that one through. For our highlighter today, we have another product I bought just for the packaging. This is the Dior Forever Couture Luminizer in 02. Oh my God. In 02 Pink Glow. That was terrifying. That was terrifying. So I'm just going in with my rougher 18 brush, and I'm just kind of, here, I'll show you what that looks like, by the way. Just a really pretty soft pink. Okay, so let's do our lips. For my lips today, there are two products I wanted to use. First of all, I wanted to use my matte lipstick in the shade 100. I think this is just one of the prettiest nude rosy shades I've ever seen, and I've ever seen on myself. So there's what the bullet looks like. And by itself, I think it really does just add to the look. I think it looks so beautiful, kind of in the natural but better range. And I will say their matte lipsticks are so comfortable. I stopped using mattes for years because I didn't like how drying they were, but I am gonna add some lip gloss to it. So I have this lip gloss. This is shade 553 in the shade Princess, which is just like a sparkly pink. And I'm just gonna kind of put that in the middle of my lip. Now, one thing I love about Dior lip glosses is just how big and comfortable the doe foot is. Now what I think is interesting is when you see a pink sparkly lip gloss, you think it's going to look kind of infantilizing and kind of childish, but I think it really just looks elevated and glowy and dimensional, and I don't think it detracts from the look at all. So it's a little bit nervous, but it's more of a shimmer. It's not as glittery as it looks in the tube. So I think all that's missing is just a tad, like the tiniest amount more blush to just add a touch more pop, and then we are done. Okay, so if you can't tell, I'm in love with how my makeup turned out. I've got my mirror right here and I like keep on checking myself out a little bit, but I think that my makeup looks fantastic. And look, as a beauty YouTuber, I do my makeup a lot, and you know, in some ways I feel like I'm desensitized, because a nice product's a nice product, and if you know how to apply makeup, you're gonna make your makeup look good. But I am so happy with how this look turned out. One, I think the complexion is incredible. I think, one, this foundation, this Forever Skin and Glow, again, I'm in the shade 0N. I think, one, the tone complements my skin perfectly. I think has a beautiful bit of glow, but just enough coverage. Definitely on my list, I want to pick up the concealer. Dior does not send me any of these products, so I've purchased all of these products with my own money or with my points from Shoppers Drug Mart, so it is pretty pricey. So I did have to be a little bit picky and choosy in terms of where I wanted to invest, but I really wanted to make sure that I was featuring the products that you kind of got the most bang for your buck. You know, either the products that they're, I shouldn't say bang for your buck, but the most kind of your makeup look and the products that Dior is most known for. So I did, for example, I skipped the brows, I skipped the eyeliner, but I really focused on the color products, the mascara, and of course the complexion. So this foundation, one, incredible. I've been wearing this foundation the last about 4 or 5 days as I've been getting ready for this video. I've worn it on YouTube a few times. It photographs beautifully, it films beautifully, and it looks great on Zoom. So I'm super, super happy with this, if you can't already tell. The next two products that blew me away were the mascara and the mascara primer. You saw it in the video, like my eyes look so big and wide and awake, and like the lashes just go on for days. They're lifted, they're curled, they're voluminous. I love a nice bold mascara, but I don't really reach for false lashes. So this is definitely giving me a sort of falsy look, falsy effect, but with all my natural lashes. And so I think this is absolutely incredible. And then I'd say if there was a third product that just, again, knocked my socks off, without a doubt, it is Nude Dress. These look the same, so I just went to open the blush. Nude Dress, in the pan, it doesn't look like much. It just looks like a basic neutral palette, but it has just the right blend of sort of satins and shimmers and mattes. And again, just for me and my complexion, I really feel like it makes my eyes look open, awake, kind of just like luminous and beautiful. And if I had to pick one word to describe this entire look, it is luminous. So Nude Dress, I could totally see myself if I was going even for a week away. I'd be perfectly happy just packing this quad, because I really think you can deepen it up with the brown in there. But for me, just those sort of rosy, neutral, nude shimmer shades, just 10 out of 10. It is buttery, it's soft, it was easy to work with. I didn't have to fight the formula at all, and I love how the look turned out. So if you can't tell, I am super, super happy with how this turned out. The only product that I'm still making my mind up, and I'm so sorry, Samantha March, is the Dior Powder No Powder. I think it looks beautiful, but as mentioned, I built up quite the bit of hard pan on there, and I do have a hard time kind of working it up on my brush. I also just want to give a shout out to the bronzer and the highlighter. Well, I found the bronzer was nice. It wasn't particularly remarkable. Again, the highlighter was very, very pretty. I did like that one a lot. And I'm still getting to know these products, but like the packaging, I bought these for the packaging, guys. So anyways, if you can't tell, love how my makeup turned out today. I am so excited that we got to kick off Vlogmas on such a positive note. I don't love that the last two videos I posted were a bit negative on the Chanel quad and on Charlotte Tilbury's mystery box, but my goal, well, not my goal, just what I do here on my channel is to be honest with you guys all the time, so that way, you know, if there's a luxury product that's worth your money, I want to help you buy that, but if it's a luxury product that's not worth your money, I want to help you save. And so I don't love posting two negative videos back to back, but that was just my views on the product, and I'm really happy that today we are kicking off Vlogmas on a positive note. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I've got a ton of fun content planned for the upcoming month. I have some giveaways planned. Most of the giveaways are just gonna be sprinkled in with other videos, so you never know when you're gonna get one. And yeah, and anyways, I am a very happy camper today. So I love how this look turned out. I love that you're here with me today, and I hope you'll stick around for the rest of Vlogmas because we're gonna have a lot of fun. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.